Welcome to the Dodge Sports Desk here at the Pubco Studios. The Oklahoma City Blazers are in the playoffs, and alongside me, the Bone Man, Bob Perez-Billo, is head coach Doug Sauter. Coach, we really appreciate you coming here. And before we talk about the playoff series, let's go back to Saturday. You guys needed a little help to get the number 3 seed. You needed to win, but then you needed Corpus Christi to take care of Bossier Shreveport. How exciting was that night?
Well, it was one of those nights where you had to help yourself, and then you had to get a little help from your friends. And I've coached for 35 years, so I've seen all kinds of different scenarios where you have a guy in the background watching TV or watching, in this case, watching CHL TV and catching the game and giving us updates as we go along. And Bossier scored in the last minute of play to tie it up. Then it went through overtime, and then it went into the shootout, and Corpus Christi won. That put them into the playoffs, and it gave us the number 3 seed, and it was a big, huge game. Right now our schedule is we play in Mississippi, in Memphis area, on Wednesday and Thursday. We come back to Oklahoma City for games 3 and 4 the following Wednesday, Thursday, April 1st and 2nd, and then we have a day off in between the last 3 games if it goes 7 games. If we would have not obtained the number 3 seed, we'd have played at home on Wednesday, in Rocky Mountain on Thursday. If there would have been a game 3 in Rocky Mountain on Friday, only 1 day off, and then played Colorado Sunday and Monday. So that possibly could have been 5 games in 6 nights, which is a pretty grueling schedule. So we're relieved that we've got a good schedule now with Mississippi. It's a team that we've had some success against. We've had close games. I think we're very evenly matched. And you know, it might come down to the team that kind of gets the breaks. Could win this first round of the CHL playoffs.
Does it help or does it hurt to play a team that you played so many times here in the first round? You guys played 9 times. They're 6-3-0, while you guys are 3-4-2.
Well, we lost 2 overtime games to them, which you know, were a little bit of bad luck on our side. There was only one blowout game in Memphis where they beat us soundly, but we turned around and beat them soundly back here in Oklahoma City 5-1. I think if you look at the shots on goal and how many goals were scored, everything, we're pretty even, and we're just looking forward to having that challenge. We haven't played Memphis for about a month. Give them credit. They ran on a great run where they won 16 out of 20 games, and you know, they've been an outstanding team. So we respect their team, but we also know that we can beat them. We've won in their building. They've won in our building. Every game's been pretty tight. Should be just a heck of a hockey series.
You guys probably have a problem any coach would love to have. You have 2 of the top 5 goaltenders in the league with Doug Gronesteg and Andy Frank. Just talk about how great they've been during this season and what a luxury it is to have 2 solid netminders at this time of the year.
Well, in minor pro hockey, you just never know when one goaltender might be called up, or in our case, Andy Frank got hurt, and Doug Gronesteg got a chance to play and played outstanding. And Doug will get the start in the first game on Wednesday. We're going to go with the hot goaltender until he isn't hot anymore, and then Andy will get his turn. And both the goaltenders are very well liked by their teammates. We've got a very, very strong team this year, in that the guys get along very, very well together. They care about each other, they support each other, and there's no jealousies on our hockey club whatsoever. So, you know, we're very fortunate to have 2 good goaltenders, but we've got a pretty good defense in front of them. And this year we won the award for the least amount of goals scored on our team than any other team in the Central Hockey League. Our defense has been very strong. Right now we have Oriel McHugh that's going to miss the first 2 games of the the Memphis or Mississippi series. I refer to Memphis because it's the home area that Mississippi plays out of. McHugh will miss the first 2 games. We're going to go with 5 defensemen in there. We have a defenseman we've brought in as an amateur. We're allowed to add 2 players, Matt Harris, and Matt might see some action. But the first game right now, we're going to go with the 5 defensemen, 11 forwards, and hopefully Oriole will be back when we come back for our games here on April 1st and 2nd. So we've got 10 days to sell tickets for our first 2 games here at home. We know we have to win a game in Memphis or in Mississippi if we're going to advance to the 2nd round. And again, I just think it's going to be a hard-fought, knock 'em, drag 'em out series where both teams are very, very physical, but we match up pretty well against Mississippi.
Well, that week off between games 2 and 3, that might help because of the physical nature of the series, you think?
Well, without a doubt. It helps physically and it helps mentally as well. And we've had a pretty grueling schedule down this stretch, and every game's been a big game. We'd say in the dressing room, this is the biggest game of the year, and we'd win that one, and then the next game we'd say, and now this is the biggest game of the year. And it came down to the biggest period of the year, and we had a great crowd on Saturday night. It was lottery night. We had over 9,000 hockey fans in the Ford Center, and the front office did a great job, and we had a good win against Wichita, and then got a little help from our friends.
Well, that's about all the time we have. I really appreciate it, Coach.
I think I have more time. Do you have any more time?
Coach, we really appreciate you
all
coming in. And tickets are on sale right now for games 3 and 4 at the Ford Center box office. And Blazers start their best of 7 conference semifinals Wednesday night at Mississippi.
And tune in to your blog. Everyone enjoys the Bowman's blog. You have good information on there, and looking forward to working with you through playoffs.
All right. He's the coach. I'm the Bone Man, and we are out.
That's the end.